Hey y'all, what's up? I'm just coming to y'all on some real shit, and I probably will come to y'all on some real shit a lot more moving forward, because these last 2 years have been, I was gonna say a shit show, but it hasn't been a shit show. It has been a lot of trauma that I've dealt with, but I've also dealt with a lot of beautiful things in my life. So I'm not going to discredit that, because aside from the narcissistic, insecure ass energies, dark energies, demons, devils that try to impact my life, I'm doing great, right? I'm hurting. Yeah, you could probably see that in my face, right? I'm hurting because most of y'all don't know, but and this is the thing, this is what I was thinking about yesterday. Bear with me because my ADHD is everywhere. But my grandma passed, right? My grandma's passed, and we're grieving. The family's grieving. It's just been a series of events, very hard events that happened in October. But before my grandma passed, she called me and she said, "Baby, what is going on? Because I'm hearing things, and I thought I'd call you and hear it from the horse's mouth." Let me tell you how important that is for me. Because too many people in my life who are probably watching this have heard things, but have not tried to come to me directly and get it from the horse's mouth. They have taken somebody's word from it, somebody who I left, somebody who was abusive to me, somebody who, I exposed and shared the horrific things that were done while we were together, and even afterwards. I have shared it, and y'all, being my family, decided all you needed to hear was his denial or made up story, and you were good with that. And that's why I don't fuck with you. That's why moving forward, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Like, y'all don't understand how eager I am just to get past my grandmother's memorial, because I'm about to go cold on a lot of yous. I almost said something. I almost said something. But I'm going to try to keep it cute. I'm going to try to keep it sweet. Probably not sweet, but real, to the point. Last year it started with... No, it started before that. I told you guys when me and my ex-husband had tried to reconcile, I shared with you guys why it didn't work. And the only reason why I even shared with you guys why it didn't work is because I started to get glimpses of the twisted story he was telling of me just being so toxic, and he's just so happy to be in this new relationship, and everybody just believing that shit and supporting that shit. And if you follow me, then you saw, and I'll probably post it again, I posted something where it talks about narcissistic abuse and the victim's perspective being so warped, the reality being so warped, because people are viewing their abuser as innocent and taking their word for it, and they're listening to them, so they're prolonging the abuse. They're even taking part in the abuse because they're looking at their family, who was the victim or whoever it is, as crazy, right? You need help, you need a therapist, you need all this. Stop talking, stop putting it on Facebook, stop putting that stuff out there, right? The only reason this person is doing this is because they're trying to be silenced, they're trying to be muzzled, and their reality is being warped, so they need to say it out loud. They need to tell people what's going on. What better place to do it than a public forum? Because half the time they're isolated, they don't even see people on a regular basis. And what I deal with is there's so much conversation about me when I'm not in the room. There's too many motherfuckers who can't fix their mouth to come to me personally and say the shit they need to say about me so that we can fix it. There's too many. There's too many. Right? So with that, there's too many narratives out there that I'm not aware of. I'm really not aware of. I'm over here living my life while you sad motherfuckers are yapping up my name, twisting up my character. Okay? And it's frustrating because you've known me my entire life. You should know me better than that. You should know me better than that. One of the last things I said to my grandma said, I didn't know, baby. I said, why didn't you know? Why? Don't tell me you did not know. Don't tell me, because I've been saying this shit publicly. Every time I've met with you, I've told you and Papa exactly what was going on in my life. Why didn't you know? No, you knew. You knew. You just didn't believe me. And it resulted in my own child who I, at the tender age of 16, decided that I was going to birth into this world and fight for and raise up. It took him to have to put his hands on me, physically beat me for people to start paying attention to how bad this shit is starting to get. It's wild. But let me go back. It started last year. It started 2 years ago, right? What does the narc do? What does the narc do when they're in a narcissistic rage and they're upset because you decide you're no longer fucking with them? What do? They get a new supply. They get a third party. Now you're in a third party dynamic. It's a triangulation. They start smearing your name to this new person. They start taking your personality, your very personality, right? Because they don't have a fucking personality. They don't even know who the fuck they are. They start taking your personality and start trying to intrigue this person. Start trying to win this person over, manipulate this person in their mind to think that they're a fucking victim. They're a victim. And so now this person's so in love. They just want to help this person out. They just want to make this person feel safe and secure. And now they're talking and smearing and fucking abusing this fucking person's ex who is trying to just heal and move on with their life. Okay? I came to you guys. I came to a few of you guys. I sat with you guys and broke bread with a few of you guys. And I said, this is what's happening. I wanted your insight. I wanted your opinion. Shame on me. Shame on me. I should have never asked for it, because you ain't never been through the shit that I'm going through. And a lot of you guys just took it as jealousy. Bitch, what the fuck do I need to be jealous for? Look at me. Look at me. Okay? And that's not even to be cocky, but look at me. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know that my personality, who I am as a person, is unmatched. A lot of you motherfuckers want to talk shit, smear my name, push me to the side. And when I cut you off, you cry and you come back crying. You want to get upset. You want to beg me to come to my parties. You want to harass me until I finally talk to you again. Put me in situations to show up and be like, surprise, I'm here. Missed you. It's weird shit. It's really weird shit. If I'm so horrible. Feel me? No, because I'm not horrible. Because a lot of you love my light. You love hanging around me. I'm goofy as hell. I love to love. I love to take care of people. I love to serve people. Every fucking thing I do in my life journey is to help other people. And y'all know that about me. My soul is good. The very spirit that's in me is good. Okay? So, like I said, look at me. Look at me. What do I need to be jealous of? No, I came to you guys for help. It was help. I needed help. I saw the dynamic in my family and my co-parenting situation changing. I saw me starting to be blocked and shut out from making decisions in my kids' life and even being able to communicate with their father to address things that were concerning. It was not jealousy. It was a mother seeing the road that my kids are about to go down and me trying to save us. That's what that was. But what it showed me is that a lot of you guys feel better. You feel better seeing me down. You feel better when I'm not up, when I am struggling, when I look mentally unstable. It makes you feel better about yourself. That in itself says more about you than me. And you really need to fix that. You need to heal that. You know, normally I would sit here and I would write this shit out, but I'm not doing that. You're going to look me in my face. You're going to hear my tone. You're going to see my eyes. You're going to hear my voice. You're going to hear my voice. Okay? Because it came around, it was like just first little like disrespectful ass shit. Then it was like not allowing my kids to come home because you mad because I went to a concert. Then it was not coming to my fucking son's birthday party when we always throw birthday parties together. All of a sudden you got an issue helping out with the birthday party. Okay, I saw this shit going down a dark path. You know what I did? And here's the thing, because anything I tell you, fact check it. I always got the receipts. Always. You know what I did? I wrote up a long document and I said, they won't be able to go with you anymore overnight, but you need to see them every day. You need to call them at a certain time every day. They need to see your face. They need to spend time with you. We have to put some boundaries up because your priorities are fucked up. But I want my kids to see their dad, so we're gonna have to figure this out. Because how things are going is a no-go. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. As a woman who fucking carried, raised all these children, fucking did my best to keep them healthy and safe. I left your ass to keep them safe, their minds safe, their emotions safe. I stopped taking medication. I stopped vaccinating. I stopped eating GMO foods. I did everything I could to make sure my kids are healthy and safe. It was me. It was me and those kids. Everywhere I went, my babies were with me. They were with me. They weren't with you. That's why I left you. I fucking had a meltdown in Target and decided I'm done. I'm done, baby. It wasn't the cheating, baby. It wasn't all that shit. It was you not being there for me and our kids. That shit was enough. You can hurt me, but once you start hurting my fucking kids, I'm done. I'm done. Okay? So yeah, as the mom who raised my fucking 5 kids to where we are, I said I'm gonna draw some lines. As the custodial parent, as a parent who had to figure it out when we were freezing and you had to think twice about letting us come over because you was worried it would interfere with your time with your hoes when we was having to freeze out and electricity was rolling. Like, bro, don't get me started. COVID is hit. The kids' school is indefinitely closed. I gotta go to work. Of course, you working from home, what did you think? I'm gonna bring the kids to you. But you over here with some bitch. Your priorities are fucked up. They're fucked up. So last year, after he decided not to come to Mikey's birthday, I said, enough is enough. We not doing this. This shit's getting out of hand. Okay? Then we fast forward, and Maya gets assaulted He don't even show up. Our daughter gets assaulted. He can't even make his words, keep me posted. Keep me posted. Y'all finna get it. Y'all finna hear all my ranting, because this is probably the last and final time that I'm gonna do it, or that I'm even gonna waste my energy sharing it, because it's to a point where I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. I'm sick of dealing with it. I'm sick of dealing with y'all. I'm sick. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live it in my truth, and I'm gonna be exactly who I am, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. And I'm going to put my truth in there, out there, so you can know and understand why I'm moving the way that I am. You're so concerned about my kids. No, you're not. Shut your face. Shut the fuck up. You're not concerned about my kids. You're not. Shut up. Nobody cares about my kids more than I do. Nobody. This man, we were dealing with detectives coming over. My daughter's face is trying to heal. I told him, no, they're not going with you this weekend. They're not going to go with you this. He all of a sudden wants to start enforcing the decree. But I'm supposed to have them this week. Bro, what happened to when it was COVID and I was asking you to take them every weekend so that I could have a mental break and the kids can have a mental break from me, so that we can get back together throughout the week and just have like a normal week? But you needed your weekends. What happened when, I left you? I knew I needed healing. I said, I need to go on some kind of retreat. I need to step away from the wild. Can you take the kids? You know I can't do that. I got work. I got this. What happened to the summers? All the many times where they were on vacations and I said, I need your help. Can you help me? I have to see, because I got work. All of a sudden, now you want to follow a decree and take the kids for a week, take the kids for a month. Why? What's the new factor? The new bitch. That's the new factor. Because now your narcissistic ass wants to act like you're the perfect fucking dad and make me look like I'm a horrible mother. And I'm trying to keep the kids from you. I'm over it. I'm over it. Because that was never, even when I left you, I sat there and I let you in my space so we can have family time. My family can attest to this. Okay, they tease me. They say you're sidekick, because everywhere I went, you went. You was there. No matter how much that fucked me up mentally, no matter how much that was an invasion of my space and my boundaries that I was trying to place. For 2 years after I divorced you, it still felt like a fucking marriage, because you couldn't let that shit go. And I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I wanted the kids to be able to still have a relationship with their dad. So I put myself to the side so we could have the best co-parenting dynamic. And I would say whoever came into our space would just have to accept our bond, our friendship, because there's nothing that I care about more than my kids having a loving and healthy space to grow up in. Right? Fast forward, I get evicted from my apartment last year. I got evicted. I'm pregnant with my 6th child. Okay? I'm trying to figure out, where are we going to go? Dallas prices are fucking crazy. Where are we going to go? I can't renew this lease because it's a 2-bedroom and I have 6 kids and I can't stay here. It was never the goal for me to stay here. I have to find something. I'm not ready to buy yet. I'm not in that position yet. Where can I go where I can transfer my job and I can still financially survive and have enough space, enough rooms for me and my 4 kids? My son is getting older. He's still sleeping on the couch in the living room. Where can I go? I searched and I searched and I searched Zillow and Trulia and all these places, trying to find a place. I got further and further out. I saw San Antonio. I was about to move to San Antonio. I figured, I saw the prices. I said, okay, guys, it's summertime now. Let's go visit. Let's go see how we like it. We are evicted. I'm literally trying to keep the kids just feeling like we're in vacation mode. It's summer and we're in vacation. We're going to different places. We're visiting different places. We're staying with family. We're visiting cool hotels. I'm trying to get through this eviction without my kids feeling like we're homeless. When we divorced and you needed a place to stay, you stayed with me. No questions asked. My home was open. You didn't even have to fucking ask. Did I put a time limit on that shit? Yeah, I did, because you're going through my phone and shit. What the fuck? We're not together. Get out of my space, out of my room, out of my hair. How can I normalize this divorce if you're still acting like we're married? Gave you more than enough time to get your shit together and get on with your life. But when I was struggling, when I was homeless, you sent me a restraining order and you put us in the court system. We went together to correct our status and become the aboriginals that we are and become sovereign from the U.S. corporation. We did that shit together. You took that and you tried to tell these people they have jurisdiction over me and my children. We sat in court the first time around. I gave all the evidence. I talked to that judge. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I did my best. The judge said there's no reason to remove the other kids from the home, but we're gonna. You sat there and you said you want my son to testify against me. My fucking son. My son. We had been stressed out. He had a lot of responsibility on him. You knew my son was vulnerable and you used him to validate your claims of me being unfit as a mom. You did that. I let you be in our life and you did that. I gave you the role to play a father in my child's life and you fucking did that. My son sat there and talked about me smoking. I don't even smoke like that. My friends will tell you I'm not the smoker in the friendships. I smoke with them, yes. But I'm not a smoker like that. I was fucking 9 months pregnant, bro. I hadn't smoked since before I got pregnant with Kai. Why you bring that shit up in court? Why? You started slowly turning my son against me. He got his first job. I left work early that day because I was sick. I had a fever. Okay, he didn't start until 5. I must have left at like 2. I literally laid in my car and slept and waited for him to be dropped off just so I could get a picture with my son. He didn't even want to speak to me. What's crazy is when we're together, we have a lot of good times. Me, my son, my kids, all of us. So where's this animosity coming from? Where's it coming from? It's coming from you fucking letting him think that when I have to get on his case about him cutting up or acting out or doing anything he's not supposed to be doing, you sitting there rubbing his head, patting him, saying, I know she treats you so unfair. instead of being a fucking parent with me and letting my son know that he's wrong. That he's wrong. You were willing to have my son betray me to support your case, to support your cause. I was 9 months pregnant when that judge looked at me and said, we give you temporary custody of Isaiah Brooks Hughes. Brooks Hughes, your name's not even in there. Oop. It's not even in there. I'm gonna drop my team. How do they do that? How do they just take my son, Shannon's son, give this man temporary custody? Then he comes on what's supposed to be my day with my son, picks him up, and from there, he's been staying with him. I left to go get my kids, okay? This is the very reason I didn't want this man having my fucking address. I left to go get my kids from school. Told Isaiah, when I get back, I'm going to take you to football practice. I had got him into a good school, got him on the football team. I said, when I get back, I'm going to take you to football practice. He was not there. He said, Dad, pick me up. What the fuck are you picking my son up for? What are you picking him up for? He's mad because he didn't want to go to that school. He wants to live with you. He wants to stay at his old high school. I get it. You didn't want to move. By the way, that temporary order made me stay here in Dallas. Right? So I'm dealing with all kinds of bullshit with him, with this man, with this woman. Trying to paint the picture out that I'm the problem. That I'm a fucked up mom, a fucking misfit mom. My kids are talking to me crazy. I'm telling them to just do their chores. They're talking to me fucking crazy. And I'm having to bite my tongue and just keep in mind that we are dealing with legal shit right now. And I need to be careful. Just how I discipline my kids. How I don't even fucking beat my kids. I don't whoop my kids because of what I went through as a kid. So I don't even do that kind of shit. I talk to my kids. I gentle parent my kids. And I gotta watch how I even firmly talk to my kids. Because that shit got my son over there with you. Listen, long story short is this. We've been going through so much, right? I ended up losing that apartment too because financially I couldn't do it. My plan, I realized I thought I was paying for insurance and shit with my job. I thought I had maternity leave. They let me know, no, we don't have maternity leave included. I bought a second car thinking, cool, I can put one of the cars on Turo and rent and I can have that income while I am sitting here trying to heal from having a baby. I'm just trying to figure out my life since I can't go to San Antonio. I'm trying to figure out my entire life. This man takes the car, takes my car. That's just on my credit because who was the owner? The primary owner of that car, it was me. And he didn't even finish paying for it. He just left it in Fort Worth and I couldn't afford anything. My lights were out. My phone was off. I didn't have food in my fridge. I was literally just fresh out of the hospital, Ubering every night just to get $30 so I could get enough for bread or tortilla and cheese to make the kids a quesadilla and some water and put gas back into the car and maybe buy a pizza for the night for dinner. I literally was struggling my ass off trying to take care of our 5 kids while you was just dragging me through the mud. After I just had a baby. Asking people, can I borrow money? Trying to pay them back knowing I need the money I made to go and get food for the house. Dealing with CPS workers and all. I had asked some family if I could stay with them. They said, have you looked into a shelter? If I start fucking with y'all, this is why. This is why. And y'all wanna look at me weird because now I'm with a woman. That woman helped me and my children. She loved us. She was my best friend. And then when all that shit happened, She gave us a roof over our heads. She helped us get through the holidays and made it special for us. Whatever I didn't have, whatever I needed, she helped me with. I lost my car. She let me start driving her car. She made it feel like I was not without, that me and the kids were not without. She gave us stability. Do you hear me? When so many of you guys would have left me and my children out for dead, she gave me stability. Don't act like you give a fuck. Don't act like you care about me and my kids. You don't. You don't. So what's the point? What's the point of all this right now? The point is, when I moved to Prosper, which was still in Collin County, the same county I've been in, all of a sudden my ex-husband wanted to be like, well, now I can't pick up the kids because per decree you're supposed to drop them off and pick them up if you change counties. I have been in the same county, bro. You've been picking up these kids and dropping them off, bro. When we had our court date last year, I gave them my address. They said, go pick up your kids. It's never been a fucking issue. It's never been a fucking issue. Why is it an issue? Because you tore your Achilles? Why you tear your Achilles, bro? Why that happen? Why that happen? I mean, because if I can recall that same week that happened, that same weekend that happened, the kids should have been with me. And don't you worry, guys, because I got receipts for all this shit. The kids should have been with me. Did I have an issue with them going to California? No, go to California. See your family. I love when they get to see their family. Have that time. But don't make it steal from me. Karma's a bitch, bro. That's why you ain't bring that shit up to me, that you tore your Achilles or that you had cancer or anything else. You ain't bring it up to me because you know spiritually that you're fucking with me. So you are being spiritually attacked because of what you're dealing with, because of what you're doing. The evil you're putting out there is reflecting back on you. It's nothing that I'm doing. I left it out of my hands. I did. I only cut the cord, bro. Ain't nothing that I'm doing. There's nothing that I'm doing. I said, God, fix it. You fix it. Because if I fix it, y'all don't want me to fix it. Don't nobody want me to fix it. I said, God, this is on you. This is I leave it in your hands. God's been taking care of it. He's been taking care of me. That case got dismissed. My son should have been home. He should have been home with me. But you threatened to call the police if I came to get him. How do you figure? How do you figure, bro? I gave my son some space, and all you did was talk shit, okay? You haven't been picking your kids up because of this. Oh, she's out of the county. She's supposed to pick them up and drop them off. Listen, bro. I am driving my girlfriend's 5-seater car. She is not obligated to let me take her car at any time. At any time. I sometimes use it. Sometimes. But this is her car. And it only fits 5 people. I got 6 kids. We don't go places in this car as a whole unit. We don't do that. Because I got 2 kids that need to be in a car seat. We only go maybe 15 minutes up the road at the most if we need to, if we have to. I told you that shit. But you're steadily telling my kids that I'm the reason why they don't see you. That it's me. You're choosing not to pick them up. You and your wife, y'all got cars that fit all the kids. Where we stayed was 27 minutes away from you. Now where we stay is 39 minutes away from you. You can't make that trip. You got all the kids getting upset with me, acting like it's my fault. But daddy has blood clots, but daddy has... Don't put it on me. It's not my problem. not my problem. If you want to be a sorry ass bitch and make up excuses, that's not my problem. Because when I was fresh out of the hospital trying to heal from giving birth, I was still traveling all over the fucking world to make sure I got Isaiah on the days I was supposed to have him. I got all the kids back and forth to school. Nobody cared about the shit I was trying to recover from at that time. Nobody cared. And this is not like a payback, but bro, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. You're mad. You're bitter. You're upset. That's what this is all about. All of it. You want to make me out to be the bitter one. I'm not. I have tried to block you and only keep communication with you involving our children. That's it. On a need-to-know basis. That's it. When I need to. I don't bother you. I've asked you not to come up to my apartment when it's time for me to have a holiday with my kids. Don't come showing up. I've had to ask you that. So what's the twisting of the story that, like, I'm so bitter, I can't leave you alone. I just, like, that's not the case. Like, my life would be so good if I never had to talk to you again. The fact that we have so many kids and I have to talk to you makes me cringe. Oh my God, it makes me fucking cringe. Because you are such a toxic thorn in my side. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could have broke up with you and that been that. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's not that we don't know how to co-parent. We know how to co-parent. You're choosing not to co-parent with me. And you're dragging our kids to that shit. My son said he would come home. He said he wanted to. You don't believe me? I have the fucking recording. I do. I have the recording of him saying that. He's thinking he just has to make that decision. He's just thinking about it. I start getting emails saying that he wasn't registered at his school that he's been going to. And I was like, so what is going on? Because that's the only reason why I'm allowing you to go back over there. Because you are going to be kept at your school. Correct? He said, yeah, Mom. Yeah. Then after he went with you, he let me know that, no, that's not the case. You're going to put him in a whole different school. I said, well, there ain't no point in that. Come back home. And you threatened me, bro. You threatened me when I said I was going to come get my kids when I had every right to. The case, the temporary order had been dismissed. It had been dismissed for a month now. The baby was supposed to be home. My son was supposed to be home. But you got him all worked up and fired up and angry at me because you got him thinking I'm just trying to manipulate shit and do certain shit. And all the while you telling people he's supposed to be with you, showing these false ass, expired ass documents. I'm having to physically go up to his school and show these people, look, that case was dismissed. You sat there and got it reinstated. So then I had to fall back. I said, listen, he can stay for now because that's what's right legally. But it's not right because legally they don't have jurisdiction. So I'm trying to fight an appeal. My son comes home to visit with me. We have a beautiful fucking weekend. You demand that he comes home before we had planned to bring him home. He starts talking to me all kind of crazy. All kind of crazy. It started with me telling him, you know what, this is fucked up. This is fucked up because I'm your mom. If anybody has authority to tell you anything, it's me. It's me. I'm tired of trying to have you on your birthday or whatever. And this man comes up and pulls and intervenes. Fucking pulls up into the school parking lot. Makes you get in and tells me that if I want to see you for your birthday, I gotta follow him out to Irving so that I can have you for a couple hours on your birthday and me and the kids can spend time with you. I'm tired of you allowing this shit, bro. I'm tired. We're having the conversation. I said, he's not even your fuck. He's not. And it's a shame because I never would have said that. I never even would have brought that up. I left him on the divorce decree as our children because I never wanted Isaiah to feel like he wasn't your child. It's the moment you try to start overstepping me as his actual mom. It's like, hell no, he's got a mom. He's got a dad, bro. He's got a dad. His dad is not fully out of the picture. We've been waiting for Isaiah to come around to want to talk to his dad. But if anything, you need to back up and let us handle this. Now he starts talking to me all kind of crazy, telling me to shut my bitch ass up and shut the fuck up and all this. I said, you got to get out. You got to get out. Come on, Maya. Come here, Maya. I'm leaving. Come here, Maya. No, Maya's not going back there with you. What are you trying to do? She's not going back there with you. I just need to say, I want to say bye to my siblings. Say bye. She's not going back there with you. Man, shut the fuck up. Come on, Maya. You can leave. My son fucking pushed me so hard. Then lifted my ass up and pushed me against the wall. All I could do was grab his hair to keep him from hitting me and to stop him, just to restrain him from doing anything else stupid. I had to get Josie to call the fucking police on my son. They're trying to talk to me and ask me questions and I'm disoriented. The paramedics came, took me to the hospital, tested me for concussions and all this shit. And I'm having flashbacks of my childhood and I'm sitting there just shook. Like, my son's in jail right now. I don't even fucking know how to feel about it. You bail him out and you take him to the fair. That's the kind of dad that you are. And then you go around telling people that he tried to leave. You told him to come home. He was trying to leave, but I pulled his hair. Your bitch send fucking investigators to my daycare because it's not safe. I'm abusive. To investigate me. Guess what? They found nothing. They found nothing, and they will continue to find nothing, and I will continue to stand in my purpose and state who the fuck I am, and that they don't have jurisdiction over me and my children, because they don't. And the more you fight with me, the more you expose yourself, the more you put yourself in a fucking hole. Me and Shannon over here trying to figure out what we can do. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. He's going to be 18 soon. There's nothing we can do for him. If he got to go to jail, he has to experience that life. There's literally nothing. And guess what? I tried to save him from you. I will save my other children from you and from her. Better believe it. You better believe it. And I will move forward and I will share what narcissistic abuse is and what it looks like. Because I'm tired of victims looking fucking crazy when they're going crazy. Because the shit they have to silently go through just to look like they're okay. My kids are traumatized. It's not that you put another order in petitioning that you get some kind of electronic time to communicate with your kids. It's not that anybody's keeping you from doing that, bro. Nobody's keeping you from doing that. Your family calls, they can call, okay? My kids are the ones who are like, Mom, I don't want to speak. What do I do? And you know what I'll tell them every time? You don't have to. Don't answer. If they're not responding to you, it's because they don't want to. Half the time, I'm not monitoring their phone like that. They could if they wanted to. They don't want to. I told Elias I was going to send his phone back. He begged me not to. So I didn't. I should have sent that shit back. I told him, he said he'll lose all his shit. He'll lose all his shit to get into his Roblox. He has to have it to do his 2-step verification. So until I can get him a phone, I said, you can keep it. Because I care about his emotional health, but he's been doing so much better since you haven't been able to contact him. He's been doing better in school. His teacher's like, what did you do? What's the difference? I said, I blocked his app, contacting him. My baby was going through an emotional spiral, okay? That's why his phone broke. That's why his phone broke. He threw it because he just can't regulate his emotions. He has ADHD. You will not ruin them and attack their minds like you have done with my oldest. You won't. You won't. And for anybody who sits here and believes this man, I've had people who I've grown up so close to come at me all kind of sideways and disrespectfully because they believe this man. You can have it. You can have him. My family, y'all can have him. Y'all can have him. I'm not dealing with y'all. I'm not dealing with y'all on that level. I'm not doing that no more. I'm going from this day forward. I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to live my life. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to be a spokesperson for women who have to go through this. Children who have to deal with this. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't give a fuck how that makes me look. I don't. And you know what? I'm going to have my businesses. And my businesses are going to thrive. I'm going to thrive. My kids are going to thrive. We're going to thrive. You keep fucking with me, you're going to be exposed. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not trying to save you or anybody else. My child, me and Sean just sat there and we just like hopeless because there's nothing we can do. He has to make his own decisions now. I have to grieve the relationship between me and my son right now because there's a protective order and he cannot come around me and the other kids. And I don't know when I'm even going to want him to come around me again. After he could put his... I made a decision a while ago that I'm not allowing abusers into my space. I made a decision. And if he's going to choose that route, he can't come around me. He can't come around the kids. And that hurts. That's something I got to deal with. Okay? But don't think that this karma is not going to come back, bite you in the ass. Because it is. You're going to have to answer. You're going to have to answer to the Most High. You're going to have to answer to your ancestors who wanted to carry you and wanted you to do great. But instead, you took your power and you did evil with it. You're going to have to answer. And each and every one of you guys who are in my life, who have chose not to support me and chose to support that side and chose to look at me like I'm the crazy one. You're gonna have to answer for that. And you don't deserve me in your life anymore. You don't. And I'm okay with that. I've made peace with that. For a while, I was trying to hold on to that. I was just trying to get my family to see. I was trying to expose it so they could see what was going on. It was just making me look crazy. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. I'm telling you right now on this video what I just went through. You do with that shit what you want. If we are distant, you know why. You know why. There's too many women. There's too many. I mean, it's rare for men. I mean, women are narcissists too, but my focus is women. It is too many women and kids. Too many women being gaslit and made to believe like they're the problem. And their whole reality is being warped. They are going through a totally different reality than what the rest of the world believes and thinks. And while they're going through that fucked up reality, everybody is pinning the energy of them of being the problem. It makes you want to kill yourself. But I made a decision. Last year when I was pregnant, I was going through that shit. I made a decision because normally I would have tried to take my life. I actually was cutting up my arm. I actually did. One time I came home from work. My kids were gone. I told you don't come get my kids. I told you. If I was in hotels and not telling you where I was, that's why. Because, bro, you coming to pick up my kids when I'm not home? After I done told you? I'm not telling you can't see them at all. I'm saying, no, you cannot take them right now. Because of the situation and because it's not healthy. I got plenty of messages of me asking you, sitting there, please, though. Please, though, even though I'm doing this, please call them. And can we meet at a park or something so you can see them? No. No, you rather make that shit hard. I'm done. I've lost my train of thought at this point. I'm done. I said last year, that's what I was about to say. I said, I'm not going to die. I'm not the one that's going to lose their life in this situation. And that's not me trying to be evil, but I don't deserve to die through this. I've been too good of a person to too many people. Too many of y'all who want to shit on me. I've been too good to you. Even his family, even people that didn't fucking deserve it. I've like still came around and tried to be sweet and tried to do. I don't give a fuck. Feel how you feel about me. You don't like me? That's cool. I don't like you either, honestly. Feel how you feel. Feel how you feel. It says more about you than me. Because either you're a real bitch or you're not. Either you're standing for something or you're not. And most of y'all not standing for shit. Because you going for this. And I'm just going to leave it at that.